Oh, hey guys. Yeah. Oh, this stuff here? Nah, I'm not too worried about that. Let's talk about the fact that the window is open, trying to keep the outdoor vibes going. Got the trees back there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I figured I'd change it up a little bit, but this stuff here, monitor, computer, keyboard, I probably won't make a video about it. Just kidding. That's what we're talking about today. New setup. Welcome back to the channel, Filmmaking Homies. It's your boy Cody Blue, and welcome to my brand new photo/video editing workspace, as well as a kind of new YouTube studio. I figured I would open up the window, keep the outdoor vibes going a little bit, and just try to make things a little bit lighter. The old studio was like dark and contrasty, and yeah, I just think this works a little better. So we'll see if I decide to stick with it or not. But that's not what today's video is about. Today, we're talking about all this stuff here. I did build a brand new photo and video editing computer pretty much from scratch. I bought all the parts, put it all together, and I've been kind of teasing the whole process over on my Instagram. And of course, I've been getting a lot of questions like, why am I building a new computer? What specs am I using? What was wrong with my old laptop? And why am I leaving Mac? For the record, I've never owned a Mac in my entire life. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about this entire setup today, and we'll start with why I decided to build a new computer. The main reason, obviously, is because I wanted better photo and video editing performance. Now, before I got this set up, I was editing all of my videos on my Dell XPS laptop, which I made a video about if you guys want to check it out. I still think it's a really great laptop, but I just felt that it wasn't able to really handle the amount of work that I was doing. Now, obviously, it worked fine. I mean, I got to pretty much 100,000 subscribers editing all of my videos on that laptop, but I couldn't help but wonder if I could get more videos done and get them done faster if I had a machine that just worked flawlessly and powered through all of my edits. Not to mention, I spend all of my time in this office pretty much. Like, I spend more time here than I do anywhere else on earth. And my laptop was always on this desk. It was always plugged in. I pretty much never took it anywhere. So a desktop just made more sense. Not to mention, it's cheaper than higher end laptops, and you can get it fully spec'd out. It's way cheaper than a Mac or an iMac or a Mac Pro or anything like that. And it's just always here. It's ready to go, and I don't have to think about it. So that's why I decided to build a computer. Now, let's talk about what I actually built and what's inside this bad boy. Now, let me give you guys just a little forewarning. I am definitely not a computer expert. I know a lot about cameras and shooting videos and shooting photos, and I can talk about that stuff all day long. But as far as computers go, I know like just enough to get by. I know like what's good and what's not good and what you need for Premiere and different things like that, but I don't know the technical specifications about computer components. I had to like watch an 1.5 hour long video just to build this thing. So if you want to know all the very specific details about my components, I will link every single item down in the description below for you guys so that you can check it out. But with that being said, this is what I built. For my motherboard, I chose the Gigabyte Z390 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi based on a recommendation from a friend of mine. Thanks, Kenny. The processor is the 8-core Intel i9-9900K. The graphics card is the MSI GeForce RTX 2070. It has 64 gigabytes of Crucial Ballistics DDR4 RAM, 1 WD Blue 1TB SSD, and 2 Intel 660p 1TB SSDs. The Noctua NH-U14S is keeping it all cool, and it's all powered by the Bitfenix Formula Gold 550 watt PSU. Take all of that and shove it inside the Corsair Carbide 275R, and you've got my build. As for the accessories, my monitor is the 25-inch Dell U2518D, which is calibrated at the factory and surprisingly accurate. My speakers are the BOSE Companion 3 series, and my keyboard and mouse are the cheapest ones I could find on Amazon. Links are down below. That was a lot of technical PC component jargon, but hopefully it made sense to some of you guys. Now, as far as actually building the computer, I pretty much just followed this video up here and just watched it slowly and paused and rewind and watched things multiple times and kind of did some research on some things that maybe were different or a little bit confusing. And overall, it took me like 3 hours to get this build done. Now, I know for some of you guys, that's probably like a total joke, but this was my first build. I didn't want to mess anything up. I didn't want to like fry my motherboard and then I got to spend another couple $100 to get a new motherboard. So I took my time, I just set a day aside, built my computer, and it booted up on the first try. So yeah, it pretty much just worked out. Just take your time, go slow. And overall, the process was like super fun. It kind of gave me a better idea of how all the computer stuff works. And yeah, I would highly recommend it if you guys are looking for a video editing computer. Don't just like buy a pre-built one. Plus, you get a lot more bang for your buck if you buy all the parts separately and build it yourself. So yeah, it was a super cool process and I would highly recommend it. So the big question you guys are probably wondering, how much did it all cost? According to PCPartPicker.com, which is where I did a lot of my research, you can get all of this for $2,276 today, not including the speakers, which I already had, and the keyboard that I purchased, which was like 20 or 30 bucks. Now, I don't know if you know this, but this is obviously a lot cheaper than pretty much all of the MacBook Pros, the iMacs, and especially the Mac Pros. And the best part is you can upgrade any of the components pretty much whenever you want. So building your own computer is a really solid investment if you're a professional photographer or filmmaker or whatever, because new cameras come out, or new codecs, or you need a faster processor or better memory or whatever you might need. You can just buy that piece instead of buying an entire new computer. You just buy that piece and put it in. Need a new graphics card? Buy it, put it in. Need a new processor? Buy it and put it in. So yeah, it's nice. It's like a really good investment because you can just upgrade parts at a time instead of spending $2,000 every 3 years for a new computer. So yeah, that's probably the best part of building your own computer is you know how it works, you know how to switch out all the parts, and you can upgrade pretty much anything for just a couple $100. Now, as for the performance, I mean, obviously it's pretty awesome. This is like the best computer that I've ever used. 4K video plays back flawlessly, Premiere Pro works flawlessly, HEVC video works flawlessly, my imports are super fast, my exports are super fast, and most importantly, it just works. I don't know about you guys, but probably the most annoying thing in the entire tech industry is when you get something and it doesn't just work. It like freezes, or you gotta like pull the battery out, or it won't see the SD card, and you're just like, why? I just bought this thing. Why doesn't it work? But fortunately for this, it just works. Premiere Pro just works. After Effects, it just works. Now, obviously, you have to put in the investment. You have to buy the good parts and spend a little bit of money. You can't expect to get amazing 4K performance out of a $500 computer. But if you make the investment, I would say it's totally worth it. This is probably the best purchase that I made in like the last 3 years, aside from my camera gear, obviously. But yeah, for $2,276, you get a full computer and the monitor, by the way. That includes the monitor and it includes Windows 10. So it's a pretty dang good deal. But there you go, guys. That's my new computer and my new workstation and my new desk. The desk, by the way, is from Amazon, also linked down in the description below. Everything you see right here will be linked down in the description below for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. I had a lot of questions about it, and now you know exactly what machine I am using to edit all of my photos and all of my videos. And honestly, I just love it. It's great, and I'm so glad that I bought it. So that's all I had for you guys today, but do me a favor, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you have questions, send them to me on Instagram. But until next time, we'll catch you guys in the next one, hopefully somewhere in the outdoors. But yeah, we'll see you. Peace out.